Pisces, how are you? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of October. Let's begin your reading by choosing a tarot deck. What tarot deck do I use? All the decks that I have on my table, guys, are Halloween and horror inspired decks. And look, I have this one at hand. Should I use it? It's the Madhouse Tarot. Yes. Yes, let's use it. So yeah, as I was saying, all of the decks on my table are Halloween-inspired decks. Nightmare Before Christmas, the Hocus Pocus Tarot deck, Stranger Things even Tarot deck, the Macabre Tarot, which comes in like this super cool box. I've been showing this deck to all the signs and I'm yet to use it. I haven't used it for any of the signs. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't, I don't know. I choose my decks intuitively. Listen. Yes, that is a coffin opening there. All right, Pisces. Yeah, I'm using the Madhouse Tarot. This is a really cool tarot deck. I don't think it was like massively produced. The Madhouse Tarot. Look, it even comes with this certificate. It's one of the more expensive tarot decks that I have. The Madhouse Tarot, yeah, Certificate of Authenticity, Author's Edition 2020 Madhouse Tarot, an original artwork created by Eugene Vinitsky. Okay. Pisces, let's begin. Pisces, this is your love reading for the month of October. What's happening? What's going on with you, Pisces, in your love life, in your relationships? Let's see. Pisces, Holy Spirit, we are connecting with the zodiac sign of Pisces. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for the sign of Pisces? Goodness gracious, guys. Look, this is the card that wanted to come out. Oh, yes, it is. Look, that is, what is his name? Look, I saw Frida Kahlo. Look, she's right here. That's who I saw. And I was going to say Frida Kahlo, but then something said like, why? I don't know. It's like it happened really quickly, like Frida Kahlo. Like, why am I going to say Frida Kahlo? She's right there. You see? And that's her husband. So all of these cards, they don't count, guys. It's just this Frida card wanted to come out. And I know for sure, guys, because look, right at the bottom of the deck, that is... what is his name? Oh my God. Anyways, that's her dude. Look, yep. Look, you see? They're right there. Okay, so what's up with these two? They're like two artists, right? Frida Kahlo and her husband, they were artists. So maybe we're dealing here with two people that these two people maybe they're not necessarily artists, but for many of you, yeah, that's definitely the case. But for others of you, there's maybe something that these two have in common. Maybe it's like the same background, nationality, like it's these two, they have like a lot, they have a lot in common. Again, background and just family. I don't know. There's just a lot in common between these two. The Queen of Wands and then the Knight of Wands. Okay. Let's continue. Both very talented, I feel like, in their own right. Oh, they both have like their own... they have their own thing going on. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Nine of Cups. The Five of Wands. Look, what the heck is going on there? And then we have the Nine of Cups. All right, so here in this Five of Wands, it looks like, yeah, well, look, there's a bunch of people fighting. Gosh, you know what that reminds me of, guys? All right, so for many of you, okay, there is, okay, look, okay. These two are a couple, okay? there's a couple here. It's of significance. Again, these two, they have a lot in common. I feel like it could be, you know, career, like they both are in the same field. It could be like they're both have the, you know, have the same nationality, the same culture. You Pisces here, there's somebody like that. And then we have this Five of Wands. This reminded me of a demon. It's called Boar or something like that. That demon there is I think has like the face of a lion or something else, and it has like a bunch of feet or a bunch of hands around it. It reminds me of that. Is it boar? I don't know. Bar. I don't know. It starts with a B, guys. It's reminding me of that. And you see how there's like this little demon there? And it feels like to me that it's that little demon there that is causing this chaos. I need to look. I need to look this up, okay? Because for many of you, that's like an energy that I'm seeing here. What is that? It's a particular demon, guys, and it's the kind of demon that people who, you know, are into like dark magic, they can actually summon, you know, this particular demon and, well, send it your way to cause havoc, chaos, you know, whatever in your life. What is it? It starts with a B. Gosh, you know, I need to look this up. I want to rush through it, but no, wait a minute. I need to show you guys. What is the name? Maybe I put demon with legs all around. There it is. Boer? Let me show you, and you'll see why I say that thing reminds me of this, which is not a thing, you know, an everyday thing necessarily, you know. I've used this deck before and I've seen this card before and it's never reminded me of this. That's it. Look, that thing right there. You see? Right there? That thing? You see the resemblance? Do you see? Do you see the resemblance? Yeah, and maybe some of you need to look into this, okay? People who are into like witchcraft use this demon here. Boer, I think. Boer. Yeah, look it up. Look, and just many of you need to do that, okay? All right. And here we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there is definitely some dark magic here I'm picking up. If I'm seeing that right now, for sure. Yep. And it's intended for these two. You see, it's intended for these two. It's intended for these two right here. Yeah, I feel like there's certain energies, okay, that are being summoned, okay, negative forces here that are being targeted, okay, this is a love reading at a couple, at even family, okay, I'm getting for many of you because this is like a bunch of people, whatever, there's like some nasty energies for sure. And look, here we have somebody without a head. Somebody without a head. You see, it's like they're missing their crown chakra in a way because look, there's a crown there and it's just kind of hanging around. So absolutely, these types of energy would affect your crown chakra. Absolutely, because that is that's one, it's a very spiritual center. It messes with your head for sure. So look, there's somebody's head missing. So I'm seeing that it's somebody's pretty much like throat, third eye, and crown being affected by this in so many ways. So how would that manifest? Let's start with the throat chakra. A throat chakra being affected by this kind of energy would affect communication, okay? For sure. What is said, how things are perceived, illusions there, okay? Because the throat chakra does have to do with truth, like you speak the truth. So I feel like all of those things are being affected. The third eye, vision, psychic awareness, and when that is compromised, what happens? Well, it's easy to miss a lot of things. It's hard to receive. It will compromise spiritual guidance, psychic ability as well. The crown chakra, it can really like isolate you, close you off, stop you from, thinking about certain things, influence your thoughts and things like that with the 9 of Cups. And it's the 9 of Cups. So it's like something that, it's almost like this is something that is desired. You see, it's like fighting, and yeah, fighting, arguing, just problems, chaos. And it's almost like this one there is not even aware of it. There's a strong lack of awareness here, but it's almost like it looks like they're like, oh, I'm fine. But no, you're not fine at all. At all. Like your head is missing, your head. So this is something desirable. This is something that is like, we could say wanted, like this is something good. Like, yes, I want all, this negativity to, I want this, this is what I guess I'm like, this is what somebody, like the person that is summoning this doer or whatever. Yeah, for many of you, it's that one specifically. We have the Strength card. Look at what we have here. There is a psychiatric nurse, and there is a patient there at the bottom, and it looks like she's about to sedate him. Yeah, like this is about keeping somebody under control. Yeah, because look at the way that they're sitting. They look very poised, and the body is there, but the head's not there. And when the head's not there, we could say it's like the head is where the brain is at, what, controls thing, but the head is not there. So for many of you, this is a person being controlled. Is the masculine energy. You see how it's a masculine energy there? And for many of you, this has caused problems and issues, will be causing issues, okay? Fights, just problems and chaos, okay? But to me, this one looks like they're so unaware, because that's what happens, okay? The crown, the third, and the throat, when I feel like all those three are being affected. And then here we have somebody that is sedating somebody else. So and it's the Strength card. So it's almost like controlling, right? Controlling, sedating. Somebody's being sedated here, guys. I'm telling you. Look, and doesn't that, the Knight of Wands, doesn't that, the outfit, isn't it like the same? It looks the same, isn't it? So you see, it's the masculine energy for many of you. That is, this is somebody that is experiencing a lot of confusion. The Strength card, yeah, look, you see, they're being sedated, they're being controlled, they're being sedated, they're being overpowered, the power is being taken away from them. The Strength card, that is what we have. That's what that's what we'll be talking about. This right here. Well, what about it, Holy Spirit? What about it? Tell us more. Tell us more. We have the King of Swords. we have the King of Swords. Yeah, this is a black magic practitioner, guys. This could be somebody that somebody is. This is someone that gets paid to do this. You see that pentagram there? It's upside down, and there is Satan is right in the back of it. Oh, this is the type. This is a dark magic practitioner. These people exist, guys. They exist. This is not just, oh, baloney. Oh, that's like, you believe in that stuff. No, this stuff is real. Let me tell you something. I have a family member, and I'm not going to say exactly who they are. I'm just there's a family. I have somebody in my family, okay, that their neighbor is one of these people. The house was, they've been there for a while, but how they got there, the people that live there, they're my family member's neighbor, they left and they sold the house, and this person moved in, one of these people. And you could tell right away that it's one of those people because they have like things outside of their house that tells that you get that vibe. Like, what is, like, there's some witch person or like dark magic, like brujeria, santeria kind of stuff, which is kind of, it's like voodoo, hoodoo kind of thing. There's like a statue outside their house. I don't even know. I've seen it before. I don't know what it is. It's something, and it looks off. I don't know. And this family member, it's like everybody in the neighborhood knows that this person does that. And guess what, guys? I've been to this family member's house, and there is always a lot of traffic down that street. There's always a lot of cars parked outside, across the street, all around the street. And guess where they're going? They're going here to see that person. This family member as well has told me that they have seen this individual, okay, go in there with goats and chickens, and that they hear, because they're neighbors, and they have a fence so they could see the backyard and they could hear. They have also told me that they see the goats come in, and it's like, where do the goats, where do the chickens and the goats go? They just see them come in and they don't see them come out. And the family member also told me that they've heard like the goat, you know, doing noises, and then all of a sudden, like, they hear something else, and they're like, that the goat, I could hear the goat being slaughtered. So this stuff is very real, guys. And unfortunately, with I believe it's santeria, they're actually protected under the law with animal sacrifices. I remember reading on this a while back, and I'm a vegan. I love animals, and I don't condone, I don't support cruelty of animals in any way, especially not for sacrifice. So this stuff is very real, guys. And there's people that, I'm telling you, that house, guys, has heavy traffic. There's always people there. That street is very busy. They park in front, they park on the other side because there's not enough parking, and there's traffic in and out, in and out, in and out. So I'm talking about that because this person reminds me of that type of individual. This is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is, they're cold. You can even, this person looks very heartless. They kind of even look like a Nazi to me, you know, like they're cruel. They have absolutely no compassion. They're evil, certainly to the core. And that's the kind of person that does this kind of work. Who is willing to perform this type of work so long as, you know, the money is there. That's that type of person. So this strikes me as one of those people. Like, I believe the people that live next to my family member, I know santeria, which is, I believe, is very similar to like voodoo. They perform, is part of, they call it their spiritual practice. They sacrifice animals. And I'm telling you, I've read about it a while back. They are protected under the law, that they can sacrifice these animals because it's part of like their freedom of, you know, religion. This King of Swords. Yep, that's a dark magic practitioner, guys. And I'm telling you, that's very real. And unfortunately, you know, many people do not believe in those things until it happens to them. It's the experience that makes them believe, which sucks, right? So yeah, here we have the Ace of Pentacles. And there's a woman here sitting down, and there's a hat. So there's a hat. Is it a man or a woman? I don't know. But there's a hat on their head, and there's a lot of flowers there, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. What's standing out to me is that their eyes are covered. You see how their eyes are covered? So this is like a person that it's like they know. It's like they know, and they need to, like, I'll get another card for that. Excuse me. Let me put these cards up here, but I'm going to leave this King of Swords out and this Ace of Pentacles, which are two cards that are the latest ones that just came out. Holy Spirit, tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more, like, about who this is, what this is exactly, like this Ace of Pentacles. We have the Star. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Like, I was getting a good energy from this. This is a person, guys, for many of you that it's like you can't see this person. No, you can't see this person. You cannot identify them. You can't identify this person. Who is this person? I don't feel like it's a bad thing. This is an individual that is, they can't be seen. You see, like, their eyes, you know, like a lot of times, like if you cut out somebody's eyes, like in a picture, it's like really hard to identify them without the eyes. So you see, this is the hat. This is a person that is in some way, this could even be you, Pisces. It's just somebody here that, there's this awareness, right? There's this awareness coming from this. Now, this is the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm seeing a pentagram up, like right side up. This one's upside down. Do you see it? And I'm seeing this as right side up. So this is a positive energy here. It's a very cleansing energy. Do you see the light back here? So you see this person is aware enough to, in a sense, there's a protectiveness that comes with the Ace of Pentacles. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It does represent protection. And you see the light there, which is like there's this illumination, like there's something about this person. I feel that just, to me, it just radiates this awareness. And the flowers on the head remind me of the crown chakra. And notice that earlier we saw someone without a head, and this one has the head very much adorned. So this is a very perceptive, very perceptive individual. You see how they have those paint brushes, and there's for many of you, there's an artist here, and it's very abstract. You see how whatever that is very abstract. So this is a person that just has this, it feels like this hyper awareness. And I feel like there's this, this person knows there's a very healing, very protective energy here. Could even be some sort of healer, because the Star is right next to it. So you see how that's like super cleansing. That's like a shower, a bath. The reason I say as well that this is a healer, healing energy, this person cannot see them. You see this one? They will not be able to identify this person. This person in the spiritual realm, this person will not, this dark magic practitioner here cannot identify this person. They can't see them. They're invisible. That is actually a thing, guys, depending on like the person and what energy that person has, which there's a lot that goes into, there's a lot that goes into it, okay? Not just energy. There's just so many things, okay, that give, we could say, a person the gift or the ability to be invisible in the spiritual realm. It's actually, there's a lot that goes into it. Like, I want to sit here and tell you guys all about it, but I'm just like, oh, there's just so much. So yeah, this person will not be able to tap into this one. They won't be able to. And again, there is a thing, invisibility, in there's even spells that you can do for that, but just naturally there's people, okay, who that is just, you know, a gift, a part of their energy. They just are invisible in the spiritual realm, and it's usually healers. It's a form of protection where you cannot be identified, you cannot be seen. So this is actually something very good. Again, we have the star for many of you. This is a healer for many of you. Look, there's somebody sick here, guys. You see? Oh yeah, like, how does black, you know, dark, negative magic, the heavy things, this is really heavy, okay? Because for many of you, there has been animal sacrifice here. And that's when we get like to some really evil stuff, really evil. This is not somebody at home doing something, guys. This is specifically somebody, either they themselves, okay, are doing this, but this is a very advanced individual that is very it's like they're very it's like an expert. It's the King of Swords. So for many of you, I mean, it could be somebody that's just at home, but they have to be like experts at this, you know. What I mean by expert is that they're so good that they could actually get paid for it. But for others of you, it's an actual like dark magic practitioner. Voodoo or brujeria, again, because I know those two there, okay, or any sort of like satanic practice, worship, they do that, the animal sacrifice. And when that happens, guys, they are trying to they're summoning very dark energies. A lot of people, okay, when it comes to dark magic, it's like, what's behind it? Demons, evil spirits, ghosts, like those are the energies that are being summoned and that are being directed at you, that just bring a lot of, you know, sadness, depression, sickness, disease, okay, into your life. And here we have somebody that is sick. This will make you sick. And if it's a really just nasty, evil person that is relentless, guys, this could seriously kill you. But it will kill you in the way of you getting sick. It attacks, like we could say, it does it this is the way that it does it. It causes a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and it really torments you. And what happens, it's psychologically, okay, you start suffering psychologically, your mental health, okay, declines emotionally, okay. There's a lot of stress that puts a lot of strain on your heart and, you know, all these other areas in your body. And that weakens your immune system, and that's when the disease comes in, guys. And that the disease, that you getting sick, a disease is what kills you. But it's all that negativity that is producing that. So there's a sick person here. And yes, guys, when it's this kind of, the kind of stuff that will make you sick, it's not somebody at home, you know, with like a paper or a candle or, you know, whatever, fire, whatever it is that they use. No, this is it includes animal sacrifice, okay? And that is when people do that to you, there is a deep rooted hate there. Like, this person hates you. They may even wish you dead. That's the kind of person that does this, okay? They're really hateful. So that's the kind of stuff that we have here. That is somebody that is sick. Do you see that? Like their head, they're like, what? You know, they're sick. Mental health, I'm hearing, is deteriorating. Yep. And there's this like, look, and there's a demon right there hitting this one right here. That's the Five of Pentacles, guys. I mean, I'm seeing this Five of Pentacles as just like there's somebody, Pentacle energy is physical. Like there's somebody being affected physically. And again, guys, that happens, okay, with repeated. It's like a person that is relentless, that keeps doing this stuff, paying for this stuff over and over several times, okay? And that's what it is. But again, there's this very healing energy right here. Do you see it? So for many of you, this is like you, okay, cleansing. There's a strong spiritual guidance here. Do you see how the woman is looking out the window and there's a star there that is illuminated? Do you see? This is cleansing, okay? This is cleansing. Washing this away, the star. Guys, if you're going through anything like this, most definitely, you know, get a reading with me. I just don't feel comfortable, you know, putting certain things out there completely. But I could definitely advise you on what it is that you can do, okay, to, depending, you know, on your situation, what it is that you can do about this, okay? We have the Hangman, and it's reversed. Guys, this is about getting out of this situation. This is about getting out of this situation. The Hangman reverse, for many of you, this is about getting out of this situation. You will get out of this situation for many of you. You will. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Star. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is what you need in this situation. You need to, obviously, you need to cleanse yourself. Constant cleansings, okay? And it's not one time, guys. With this kind of thing that we have here, it might take you months and it's several months that you might have to do cleansings, and it's very exhausting. It's kind of like an exorcism, guys. If you know anything about them, have read, informed yourself about them, there's exorcisms that are said to have lasted several months, where there's repeated cleansing and cleansings before, you know, a person is actually completely cleansed from that negative force. So is the same kind of thing. This is not something that one thing will fix, okay? It's repeated cleansings. And what you need is that you need cleansings and you need protection, because these types of energies, it's like if you don't have protection, it's like you're doing all these cleansings, but they're still affecting you. So there needs to be protection in place, and then there's like the cleansing. So it's a combination of those things. With the Hangman being reversed, this is getting out of this situation, guys. This is getting out of the situation. Look, again, this person to me, like, really just knows. There's somebody pregnant here for many of you. Gosh, there's something about this belly, guys, that is, there's something about this belly, guys. There's somebody being watched too. Like I feel like, look, and again, there we have those little demons there that are beating this guy up. Oh, I mean, they're wreaking havoc. I'm telling you, guys, sometimes, you know, maybe the person doesn't hate you. Okay. The person doesn't hate you, but I'm telling you, there's so many people that, get into dark magic, okay, and they get into the whole voodoo, the brujeria, the santeria stuff, the really heavy dark negative magic, which again, I'm telling you, there's people out there. I've seen it, okay? I know about them. They do. They do that for a living, okay? They do. And so what was I saying? Sometimes, you know, we think, oh, well, this is being done by somebody that hates me. No, for many of you, I mean, it's hateful, but it's not necessarily your enemy. For a lot of times, but this is a love and relationship reading. So many people they seek out a dark magic practitioner to keep somebody with them. And they don't even realize that what they're actually doing is just summoning a bunch of dark entities to bind and trap somebody there. Which it's just horrific, something horrific to do. So again, it doesn't have to be your enemy. It could be the person that supposedly says they love you the most, and they're the ones doing this to you. This is a love and relationship reading. And I'm saying that because of this. There's that belly there, guys. Oh, I don't know. There's just, I don't know, guys. There's something about this belly here. There's just something about this belly, and I don't know. There's nothing wrong with a big belly, right? Like a big, you know, there's a pregnant woman, that's something very beautiful, but there's just something about this one here. For many of you, again, there could be somebody pregnant or somebody that's gonna get pregnant, but yeah. But do you see how there's like, you see there's these people down here? They're kind of like looking at her like, you know, like, you know, they're kind of like hiding, like this one over here, that one over here too, and they're just kind of like looking at her, and this one's like, I don't know. Tell me more about this Empress. We have the Ace of Swords and it's reversed. We have the Ace of Swords and it's reversed. Oh my, and then here we have that Magician again. The Ace of Swords reversed. Let me see what we have here. There's a man crying. Let me see what this says. I want to read it. The Ace of Swords. I was just going to say this was an expensive deck. But you know what? It does come with a book, but the book is like really big. It doesn't fit in here. And I kind of want to go get it, but I really don't know where it's at because I recently changed my tarot decks around. Okay. Ace of Swords reverse. So this is lies. The Ace of Swords reverse. Lies, calamities. This is lies. The Ace of Swords. It's truth. What's the opposite of truth? There's reverse. These are lies. Yeah, and look, the way that these little kids here are looking at this woman, it's kind of like it's like they're looking at her like they know something. I don't know. For many of you, there's some lies here revolving. There's lies here revolving a pregnancy. There's lies here revolving a pregnancy, guys, or how that went about. There could have been some sort of like underhandedness and manipulation there. Yeah. Magician, the Empress, Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's like a lack of clarity there. Like just things that like there's things that I feel some people know. There's things that some people know about a particular person. There's lies revolving, okay, for many of you. This one right here. And then we have this Magician. And look, this Magician just looks, I don't know what is this distortion. There's a distortion there of some sort, guys, for sure. For many of you as well, there is somebody that is getting pregnant or got pregnant while somebody was under dark magic. Yeah, that could happen. Absolutely. You kind of just block somebody's intuition. You take somebody's power of their freedom of choice to decide, and they, you baffle them, you confuse them. They don't know what's going on, and you take advantage of them while they're in this dark spiritual state that you put them in. So it's easy to just kind of manipulate them and kind of do whatever it is that you want with them. It is. I'm hearing you force them to stay there with you, and then they're confused, and then, thinking that, that they love you, that they want to be there, but it's just an illusion. And then you force things upon them. That's what people do when you do this dark magic on somebody, especially to like keep them and trap them there. You are taking what God gave them, which is what? Freedom of choice. Even God gave you freedom of choice, freedom to choose. You can choose me. You could choose what path you could choose. You can choose. God gave you that gift, and it's taken away. That it's horrendous. It's hideous. It's such a sinful, nasty thing to do. That's what's happening. You take a person, that's what happens. You take somebody's freedom of choice and you force them. You force your will upon them. That's kind of like what I'm seeing here, guys. And I'm seeing someone, for many of you, there's somebody pregnant or getting pregnant or wanting to or something. Look, and there is dark magic around it. That's how it happens. There is there's a strong distortion here too, guys. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, there's somebody with some heavy stuff. Yeah, but look, they're getting out. They're getting out of it with the magician. I mean, with the hangman in its reverse. So that's somebody actually getting themselves out of this. So again, protection and a lot of cleansings is what is needed. Advice. A lot of prayer, okay? Affirmations. Look, here we have this Hierophant. A Hierophant, guys. Yeah, this one's praying. They're like, this one's praying. This one's learning, because the Hierophant is learning. Somebody's, I'm hearing, believes here as well. Everything happens for a reason, okay? Even the darkest situations that we go through, if we look for, there is a higher perspective there always. There is something good that you can take from it. And you can ask yourself, well, what good is this? Somebody, like, what can dark magic, if it's done to me, if something like this happens to me, what exactly can be good about it? Well, with the Hierophant being there, that, okay, can make you believe. That could strengthen your faith. That can actually turn you, I'm hearing, to God or to some spiritual practice. It's, it can teach you so many things, okay? We have the Three of Swords, guys. Look, I'm seeing a lot of baths. Do you see that? That is some baths, okay, guys, are cleansing, okay, cleansings. You see that? That's somebody getting a bath, and it is the Six of Swords. Then the Six of Swords, it's getting away from what? It's getting away from the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is pretty much this nasty situation that we have here, and the Six of Swords is like freeing yourself from that, being able to cleanse yourself from that. The Six of Swords is a very strong mental energy. So this has really like affected somebody's head. We saw it in the beginning. There was a man with no head. The Six of Swords. Look, guys, and then we have the Tower. Guys, this here, guys, this is so sad. This is so sad, guys, because what I see here is somebody that is again, what did I say? Their freedom of choice is taken away, and they're forced. Somebody else's will is forced upon them. Can you think about what that does? And then on top of that, you know, they're experiencing all this spiritual attack left and right, emotionally. You know, can you imagine what this does to somebody when you take this awareness from them, you kind of blind them, and you put them in a situation that they did not choose to be with? It starts like just crushing that person's spirit. It's like a dog, I'm hearing, that you kind of throw in a cage and you keep them there and expect them to like keep their sanity. It's a horrible thing to do to somebody. So that's kind of what, and you know what, think about what somebody, what is it, like somebody that it's like having a hostage. It is, it's like having a hostage. It's like keeping somebody hostage and trapping them. Can you think about what, after so long, what that does to somebody? It drives them nuts, okay? And here with the Tower, it looks like, guys, do you see, is the Tower. So here it almost feels like to me that somebody jumped out of a window. So for many of you, absolutely, this kind of stuff, guys, it feels like over and over and over again, like everything is just so terrible in your life, and for a long time nothing looks good, like nothing is going well, and you feel like maybe everything you love, and it's just kind of like gets ripped away from you. Everything you love, everything that brings you any source of happiness just gets ripped away from you, from your life. And this is very heartbreaking. There's somebody really suffering here. Somebody's mental health, guys. Again, it's like caging an animal in a little tiny cage and expecting them just to be, you know, healthy and happy. And it's like, no. And this has even created suicidal thoughts. This is even somebody just having suicidal thoughts because of the misery that they're in. And then here, look, we have the Three of Swords. We have somebody that, now I'm also seeing this Tower, guys, as freedom and liberation. Like right now I'm seeing like a bunch of dark energies just like fly out a window. Somebody's heart has been affected as well. You see that heart there? And there's a picture. For many of you, there's been love that is lost. There's been just so much pain. There's been torture and there's been punishment. It's a form of punishment, absolutely. You know, when people do, you know, dark magic on their lover because, I don't know, they're trying to control them or whatever, it's a form of punishment. You're in a way, what they're doing really is punishing the person for not loving them. It's a terrible thing to do. Five of Cups. Yeah, look, there's a heart there, and there's a picture. There's a picture there of a woman that is ripped in half. So I feel like, again, there's been a lot of torture. There's been a lot of punishment, okay, that a lot of dark spirits have been, putting somebody through, making them feel lonely, isolated, unloved. I mean, there's a lot of negative thoughts of like, you're a loser, you're worth nothing, they don't like you, you're not good enough. All those kinds of things. Okay, you see, there's a little demon right there. Look, hitting that one right there, hitting them. And we have this Three of Swords, guys. You see how there's a woman there on the floor, like, desperate, just like whatever news they got or whatever they know, or they are just distraught. You know, like, oh my goodness, Three of Swords. That's a person that is distraught. They're desperate, distraught. They're distraught, guys. That's that Tower, guys. That whatever this Tower is, What this tower, again, for many of you, that is somebody. Tower, guys, is, what is the tower? The tower is something that should have never been. The tower is this situation where somebody thinks that doing this is something that is okay, that is not going to have any consequences or repercussions. First of all, dark magic has its consequences. It all has a price. It all has a price. There is a price to pay. There always is a price to pay, a heavy one. That's what this one's going to be doing. That there's a heavy price here to pay, guys, for this. The tower, yeah, the tower is something that from the get-go is destined to fail or not be. It doesn't last forever. So here you see what happens, guys, with these types of situations where the person that does this to another person, like the dark magic, they create a fantasy themselves. They don't even realize that they are trapping themselves in an illusion, and they start believing that illusion. They paid for that illusion. It's that tower. They pay for the illusion, and then they believe it, and then one day the tower comes and says, wake the hell up. This wasn't real. This was not real. Again, the tower. Oftentimes you hear, this, the tower. What's the tower? The tower is building like a home on a faulty foundation. It's like, the foundation needs to be right for a house. If it's not, you might as well not build on it because it's gonna fall apart. So this is a person that knows, here's this block of land and here's this foundation that is just messed up. It's not strong enough, okay? Supported enough, okay? To hold anything long term. So, but the person's like, I don't really care. I have a dream. I have a wish. I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to take my chances. I don't know what they're thinking. And then they start brick by brick, laying these bricks, one on top of the other, until they have this home that's completed. And guess what? They live in it for a while and they just really love it. Like, oh my God. And they forgot all about the faulty foundation. They forgot all about it until it just cracks and falls apart completely. And then what? Then this happens. What? Like, you should have seen it coming. That's your fault. So I feel like this is future energy, guys. I do see freedom and liberation here. Yeah, this is freedom. This is liberation. This is somebody, this is somebody, the whole thing, all of this scam, okay, just falling apart, guys. Oh my goodness, look, the devil. And look, do you see that? Do you see it right under the devil? What does it say? The magician, the devil, magician. Let's see what this is. It says the Wheel of Fortune and then the Two of Wands. Yeah, guys, this cycle is done. This cycle is done. This cycle is done. It's done. This cycle, Wheel of Fortune, karma, like it's done. This is the wheel. This is the wheel of time, that comes around and says, hey, this is done. This cannot continue anymore. Your time is up. Whatever you paid for, okay, that thing you paid for, like it had an expiration date, and here's the expiration date. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Here is karma. Now it's your time to pay. Now it's your time to pay. This one right here. Now it's your time to pay. Wheel of Fortune. Look, and there's somebody here that is being liberated. It's this naked man right there. Do you see? They're both naked. There's somebody here being liberated, free, finally, from these shackles, from this cage they were thrown in. And they didn't even know for a long time because they were just not even there. They were gone. The Two of Wands, guys, is something, this is what you can look forward to. Look, do you see? That's what's coming, guys. That's what you can look forward to. Look, that looks like a janitor to me, like somebody that's cleaning up. And look, they have that thing, that their telescope, or yeah, that they're looking through. So it's like they have this awareness of what, you know, what is coming. But anyways, that is foresight. That's what you can expect, guys. This Two of Wands, like a new cycle. This is freedom and liberation from a cycle, guys. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. There's somebody that is praying here, guys. For many of you, there is somebody here that could be the person that we saw with the hat with the flowers that you couldn't see their eyes. Look, they're praying. Look, and it looks like they're praying, we could say, for this particular individual there. And look, there is a little devil there, like, stop it. But this one's like, not even, they don't look unbothered, we could say, by that little demon. Like, this one is, they're connected, right? They're connected. That is the Ace of Wands. That is somebody that is very connected, guys. Again, for many of you, you know, what could actually come, what is something good that it can actually come out from this? For many of you, just this hyper awareness of something that you didn't know before, that is, you know, empowering, that is expanding your mind, a spiritual practice as well. This Ace of Wands, that, you know, if you're able to look at the positive, something good, it is there. That's what you can expect, guys. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is a very celebratory energy. That is fun, guys. So look, somebody here is just, their life is just, somebody here is, I feel like they have not had fun in a very long time. The Three of Cups. This is like, there's like three girls there and they're all, you know, having fun. That's Three of Cups. You're just like, you're happy and you're laughing and there's others there with you. And so this is about like enjoying life, being able to celebrate. I'm hearing just being alive and just being happy. I don't think somebody has felt that in a very long time, guys. Look, and then here we have the Chariot, and I'm going to leave it at that. You see this, I feel like that's the guy that we've seen from the very beginning. And you see how he's like prepared now? Like he looks, you know, he has that plunger. There's this like metal thing on his head, that a straightener. What do you call that thing that drains the water? The spaghetti? That's what he has on his head. So that's somebody that is protected. Like they know what they've been through. Again, for many of you, this experience here is bringing a whole lot of awareness. The Chariot, and then here we have these cats, which are just somebody very intuitive. So this was somebody very determined. I'm here just determined to just get on with their life. Determined to just get on with their life, guys. This is somebody determined to get on with their life after having gone through this terrible mess here. Wow. Expect, you know, happiness all over again. Expect to feel joy, happiness like that you have not experienced in, God, forever. Expect to be revived, to feel alive, to just gain, you know, your hope, your sense of wonder, you know, just expect to smile. I'm hearing that's such a big deal, because I'm telling you, somebody's been just miserable, guys. I don't feel like they've seen the light, okay, in a very long time. They've been in the dark, but they're liberating themselves from that, guys. And with the Chariot, I feel like there's fast movement forward. I feel like here we have somebody, guys, that knows exactly where it is that they are, where it is that they're going. They have a clear, you know, awareness of what it is, you know, where they are in life and what it is that they're supposed to do, because that's the Chariot. And nothing, okay, nothing distracts you. So here we have somebody that, you know, just in a sense, like this entire thing here has given them like a clear path forward. There's a clear path forward, and I'm telling you, there's nothing stopping this one. It's like we could say they have everything it is that they need to be able to succeed in doing this. This person is determined. They're moving forward. They know exactly the path, that what they're supposed to do and not do. And there's nothing I'm hearing. They're not going to be swayed left or right. They know their head is on straight. They have their head now. All right. Goodness gracious, guys. Look, exactly an hour. Let's get some oracle messages to close the reading. This is the Shapeshifter Oracle. The Shapeshifter Oracle. And I'm going to get another one from over here. Let's Vampires deck. Okay. Let's get one from here. Pisces, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to voyagetarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. The Fairy Bee, my life is sweet. Nice. My life is sweet. The Fairy Bee. Life is sweet, guys. Life is really sweet. Life is about to get really sweet, guys. It stung at first, right? Like the bee, it stings, but it's like produces something really sweet. So for many of you, got this stung. For somebody, for sure, they got stung. And they swelled up real bad. Got an allergic reaction and almost freaking died from this. But look, now they're going to be able to, they survived, and they'll be able to enjoy all the sweet honey. All the sweet honey. Life is about to get super sweet, guys. Real nice. Okay, let's get another card from here. Pisces, Pisces. Goodness gracious, what a reading. Wow. I was supposed to use that deck for you because I tried to do your reading 2 times before that with 2 other decks, and it just was not vibing. I kept getting blocked, and I got really frustrated, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I said, look, I'm just going to try one more time. And I was drawn to that deck. And to be honest with you, I was kind of avoiding it because of the energy that it has. But hey, I have absolutely no control, and I didn't even realize I was trying to control the reading and keep it a lot lighter, okay? Look, I think I wanted to use the Hocus Pocus, and then I grabbed another deck. I can't remember. Again, I attempted doing your reading a couple of times before this one, and I was drawn to 2 other decks. But no, yeah, it was this one. It was this one. And this is a very positive reading. You know, this is a great reading. It ends very well. So again, it's all about perspective. You know, somebody could see this and say, what a negative reading. But, you know, what's negative about it exactly? It's the truth is not negative, you know. The truth is not. Okay, let's see. We have hunter, aggressor, tracker, provider. Ooh. Well, there is a very aggressive energy here, guys. A hunter, that's 32 could be of significance, guys. The number 32 is here. That's the hunter here, guys. That is the one that threw whoever in the cage. That's it right here. The aggressor. This is a very aggressive person. Tracker, stalker, tracker, stalker. And it says provider. That's interesting. So for many of you, this, you know, provider could give somebody a sense of power. So I feel like like the provider part is highlighting something that gives this person power. And then we have ecstasy, yielding, rapture, and bliss. Ecstasy. Oh, wow, guys, this is like rapture and bliss, yielding. Let me read what this says, and I'm getting out of here, guys. It is Friday. It's Friday, and I don't have any plans. I'm like a big hermit. I love being in my home. I love watching Netflix, HBO on demand. Right now, I'm watching House of Dragons, and I just watched the the latest episode yesterday. I didn't have time to watch it any earlier. I watched it yesterday, and oh my God, if you're watching House of Dragons, the 4th episode, I kind of saw it coming though. Did you? I watch a lot of crime TV. My favorite genre is fantasy. I'm watching the Lord of the Rings new series. What is it called? The new Lord of the Rings series on Prime TV. I have Prime TV. I have HBO on demand. I have Disney Plus. I have Hulu. I have a bunch of subscriptions. That's like what I do. I'm trying to think about other series that I've watched that I can tell you. Well, those are the 2 main ones that I'm just like, I love it that I have those to watch. And to be honest with you, I like that they come out like they have a schedule, because if they just made all the episodes available to me at once, I love that. Don't get me wrong. Like I get super excited, and I love to be able to watch like on Netflix, like a whole series, like quickly. But I also, that's what I would choose. That's my first choice, right? But, the Lord of the Rings on Prime and the House of Dragons on HBO, they have a schedule. It's once every week, which I like. I wouldn't choose it, but they chose it for me, which is good. I like that because I have something to look forward to. Anyways, ecstasy, that's what I was going to read. And I said I was going to leave you guys, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chill, hang out, maybe get some Indian food. I really like sag paneer. I've been craving it from this place. I love sag paneer. I also like the tikka masala. I really like that one too. Or like the butter. What is it? There's like the butter sauce. What's it called? That one's really good. The butter sauce, the red butter sauce. It's really good. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Blessing. Okay, it says the ability to surrender to a higher power of your choosing. Wow. Isn't that interesting how this says of your choosing, and how I was like going on a rant. It felt like a little bit on the whole freedom of choice thing. And look, here it is. Ecstasy. Aggressor, tracker, provider. This to me is like a person. That's the one that takes your freedom of choice away. It's a devil. It takes your freedom to choose. It forces their will. This one forces their will on you. It chooses for you. This one I'm hearing doesn't. Okay, says the ability to surrender to a higher power of your choosing is a valuable experience, as well as one which can provide intoxicating levels of delight. Oh my God, guys, this is about being able to choose your own path. That's that chariot that we saw, that guy with the plunger and that spaghetti thing on their head. And they're just like, what did I say? There's like, because of this, okay, because their freedom of choice was taken and they were thrown in a cage, they now, in a sense, value, okay, their freedom of choice more. But most importantly is that they will exercise their freedom of choice like never before. And that is going to bring them a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. This is what I have for you, my dear Pisces. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, that's reminded me of, it says, listen to advice, think clearly, and intellect. Reason. Anyways, I just needed to show that to you. Pisces, it was truly an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.